Hi, and welcome to another book review by Geospinach. Today we are reviewing the Splinter Empires by Prit Buttar. Now, this book, it's a book that focuses on the Eastern Front from 1917 to 1921. And the title is The Splinter Empires, and the Eastern from 1917 to 1921. The author is Prit Buttar, and the genre is history of Russia on that period. Now, the book aims to cover the end of the Eastern War of 1917 and the collapse of the Russian Empire, the provisional government that followed. It covers a bit the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the rise of the Bolsheviks, the general Baltic states in the battles which they fought, as well as the formation of Poland, and few more aspects of that era, of that period. Now, covering all of this, let me give you my insight in regards to the book specifically. Firstly, in regards to the author, I've read other books of his, and I will make book reviews on his other books on later on stage. But in general, Prit Buttar is quite an excellent author. I do like him, although I do not put him on the same standing as Orlando Figes. And if you are listening, Prit Buttar, don't take it this the bad way. It's just Orlando Figes is quite extraordinary in the details he goes through his work. Now, this book, it's an amazing read for anyone that has no idea what happened from 1917 to 1921 in the Eastern Front and the creation of all of those smaller states, as well as the Baltic states and the Russian Civil War, and just wants to get a good idea what the hell just happened. This book is great for that specific audience. The thing is, I got personally fooled, and I don't usually like it when authors do that. When you write a very specific video about a book about a very specific subject, such as the Splinter Empires, the Eastern Front, you expect quite a very detailed analysis of that era and a very detailed military analysis of that era. Unfortunately, and that's where Prit Buttar falls a bit short, the book doesn't go much into length covering that aspect. So I'm not saying the book is generally bad. The book is generally a very well constructed book, but is not a book that I will recommend to your average well read historian that already knows that period, because he won't listen to something new, unfortunately. Yes, there are some 2 or 3 things I wasn't sure about, and it was a nice revision book for me, where I do specialize a bit for that period, but quite a lot, and about Russian history, but I didn't find it insightful. Again, this is not a generally bad criticism. This is an honest review from an individual that reads quite extensively in history, and you can see my bibliography on my YouTube page. For a wider audience, though, it's quite a very well constructed book. I give it a 9 out of 10 when it comes to narrative. In comparison to other authors, even the great authors, historians, especially of World War I, this book has a very good narrative. So you already always know what the author is talking about. So then he never loses you, except some very, very minor instances. The narrative is almost perfect. The depth is 6 out of 10. I'm not judging the accuracy of his work. The accuracy is pretty good. It just didn't go much into depth. It just covered the main points of what happened, and occasionally it went into depth. The quality of work, generally 7 out of 10. For the aim of the book for a general audience, it's quite a very good book. Personally, I didn't like it as much before because of the aforementioned reasons. That's why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. The audio narration was excellent. It was as smooth as it could be, and I rarely say that in audiobooks, so I give it a 9 out of 10. So in generally a 7.65, a good read for anyone that's not specialized in the district, or if you want your Russian history to be revised. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and till next time.